I'm here with Kevin. We've just beaten Aston Villa 2-0. What a result. I'm not going to say performance. What a result.
Well, it's the consistency of results since Graham Potter's taken over. You can see that the confidence has come back in the players. What can I say? Kepa Villa kept us in the game, 1-0 up. 2 brilliant saves. The third one, absolutely amazing. Fair play to the guy for bringing it back. Obviously, with Lampard, he looked finished, and Potter's obviously give him the confidence going forward. The strikers today, I think Averett and Aubameyang wasn't really in it. For me, I probably would have brought Broja a bit more earlier, give him a chance, because he looks, every time he comes on, he looks well up for it, and he's not getting enough time for me. So maybe start him, give him some time.
Do you not think it's a case you've signed like a long-term deal? You just want to ease him in slowly rather than chuck him in the deep end straight away?
You got to think, look, similar age to Haaland. Chuck him right in the deep end, see if he can swim. That's what I'd say. I'm sure last season at Southampton he performed in a real, not a poor team, but average team. He shone out there, and every time he's come on, he's done the business. So I'd probably start him over Havertz, especially over Kai Havertz. He looks the business, doesn't he? So I'd probably give him more starts. Definitely.
Fair enough, and I think a lot of Chelsea fans agree with you on that as well. But I do understand why Potter's not giving him as much game time. I think when you've signed a 5-6 year deal, you know, you can gradually ease your way. And same with Chukwuemeka as well. Obviously, his minutes are a little bit limited as well. Yeah. But obviously, going back to the game today, defensively in the first half, Villa are all over us, even though we got that early goal. I mean, Potter made the changes. Yeah. They worked well. What did you think about his game management and just the players that performed when they came on?
To be honest, yeah, I was trying to figure out if it was a 4 or a 5 at the back. Was it Trevor Chalobah right back, was it?
So he was playing Sterling as a wing back.
So there you go. You can't play Sterling as a wing back, can't you? Sterling is an attacking player. So for us, if James is going to be out for as long as the saying he's going to be, we need to invest in the right back. And that's going to be beneficial for us to move forward. If you're playing Sterling right back, it's going to be a problem. I would have probably started Dave from the goal.
But do you not think this is the thing, though? We've got so many fixtures. We've got Brentford coming up. We've got Man United, you know. There's so many games. You think then, hang on a second, we've got an injury problem if Dave gets injured. So he's trying to take care of, you know, all the players. Yeah. What do you do in that situation?
Well, I'm sure we've still got Dejan Sterling. He was at Blackpool last season. I'm sure he's in and around the squad. Okay. Decent right back. We've got to sort of that, and we can't rely just on James. We've got to have cover for James, because end of the day, with so many games coming up, you need replacements. You can't play a right forward, right wing back against a better opponent. It's going to be a problem in it. And Sterling's a very small guy. If anything comes in the box towards the back post, another team are going to penalise us. So we've got to make sure we sort that out going forward.
I think it's so difficult to find a good wing back, especially when you're competing with, let's be honest, the best wing back in the world with James. Yeah. You know, who's going to come that's decent quality, knows they're not going to get the game time, and still be happy?
We need to bring someone through. Like I said, we've got Dejan Sterling. I've seen a couple of clips of him. He was at Blackpool last season. He looks quick, he's strong, he's a young lad as well, so I'm sure he likes to be in and around the squad, and he's a good replacement for James. That's what we need to really do now, is look for replacements, because at the end of the day, at the start of the game, I said to one of the lads, we're playing 4 or 5 at the back. We looked so disorganised. Cucurella was left back and then going centre back. It just didn't look solid. And then obviously when you made the substitutions at half time, brought Dave on, Koulibaly, we looked a lot more solid. Yeah. So
I think those midfield substitutions helped as well, because Kovacic, for me, he was off it. Loftus-Cheek was a bit better, but you know, you need to see more in the middle of the park.
Yeah. Soon as Conor Gallagher come back and we had the 3 in the middle, it's totally changed the game. Gallagher, his energy and work rate, he gets around the pitch and he gets into those positions where, you know, he can link up with Mount, and the solid 3, Georginio as well came into it. Obviously, we know he can dictate the play. So, you know, I think we do need more of a creative midfielder. I said to another guy as well, Georginio's going to leave, like we've heard. Probably need someone like Neves in there from Wolves. He wants to obviously leave, play Champions League. He can spray balls round, and he can shoot from distance as well. It always seems like we get the ball in those positions where we can shoot and we pass. We need someone who can shoot from distance and also create. I think if we do buy a midfielder like that, we can probably create more.
And do you think Georginio should leave? Do you want him to leave? What are your thoughts on him then? Because he came on and did quite well.
Well, Georginio, he's a frustrating player. Sometimes he's a bit back and sideways, but in a game like that today, he can control the game because I don't think Villa was getting close enough to him when he come on. I think we do need someone. He can pass forward, he can shoot, and Georginio doesn't bring that to the team. He's a bit similar to Kovacic and what we've got there, you know. And can't say they just play the ball around, but they never really attack and create and shoot. You know, we need someone from deep. RubenLoftusCheek, exactly what we need, more of that. He drew forward. He looked really up for it today. I was really impressed with him. Every time he got the ball, and he was looking to drive forward, looking to create stuff, and that's what we need. A bit more creative, a bit more, you know, oomph going forward.
So as far as you're concerned, Loftus-Cheek should be the player that's starting the majority of the games in the centre of the park.
100%. In the form he's in now, most definitely he'd be the one. The first name in the midfield for me right now would be RubenLoftusCheek because of the way he can get the ball and drive forward, and that's what we need. We play Kovacic and Georginio. It's always sideways, back. It's not really drive. Kovacic can drive forward, but he tends to want to pass it more, you know. So RubenLoftusCheek is very vital for us, I think, definitely.
Fair enough, mate. And to be fair, Kovacic has been decent. He's been really, really good over the past couple of games. So I do think that he definitely deserves more game time. Better than Georginio and Kovacic. I'm not sure about that one.
It's different it's better. Fuck off, you melt. Yeah. Hey, mate, 2-0, mate. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What you saw with the question, sorry?
Look, he's getting rowdy. It's all good, Kev. We won 2-0. Life's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just to finish it off, I mean, we've got a lot of games that we've had in this month of October, about halfway through, and we've still got plenty to play. Do you see us continuing this form between the World Cup and now? Do you think things are going to drop off? What are your thoughts going into the next few games?
To be truthfully honest, mate, the games that we've played, we could have won with Tuchel. We could have won them games with Tuchel. I think when we start playing the more difficult opponents, say the Manchester Cities, the Liverpools, that's where Potter's going to be tested. Like I said, it's about he's getting it right at the moment with his substitutions, and he's changing the game, chopping and changing players for each game. He's getting it right at the moment. But with that right back, with James being out, this is where we're going to be tested to see, because other teams have got to find us out. If you're playing Sterling right back, it's going to be a problem against the better teams. But for us, if we continue this form, which I think we could do, we'll be right going up to the World Cup. After the World Cup, going to January, if you can sign a right back or bring Dejan Sterling back, that will give us more cover. And I think top four is more or less guaranteed for us.
Guaranteed?
Yeah, top four, definitely. If we can push on a bit more, get third place. It's looking good with Potter. I'm happy at the moment. I did write him off and said he was out of his depth. Clearly got it wrong, but it's early days. He's going to be tested. So let's be happy with the 3 points and let's move forward.